Hello everyone, today we're talking about 10.2 Blood Decay and how things are looking. We're talking about the tier set bonuses, talking about possible playstyle changes, talent changes, and all of that fun stuff. Alright, let's get into it. Now, Blood has a very strong tier set bonus that I'm very happy, not to mention it looks fantastic. 2 set. Consuming runic power has a chance to cause your next heart strike to apply Ashen Decay, reducing damage dealt to you by 10% and increasing the damage dealt to afflicted targets by 20% for 8 seconds. The 4-piece is Soul Reaper's execute damage and A-bomb limbs, slappy hands, applies Ashen Decay to enemy targets, and Heart Strike and Blood Boil's direct damage extends Ashen Decay by 1 second. So this is a very offensively based tier set. The 10% reduced damage is very nice to see. I'm happy to see that. But we are going to be able to just by, consuming runic power and playing rotationally, be able to apply and extend this buff incredibly nicely. And when this first came out as a consuming runic power, because this was another bone shield charge tier set before, got changed, I found the proc rate to be really low, but I think they buffed it by significant because now this is up rather frequently. So you're going to have nice big guaranteed 2-minute windows with slappy hands. Are we going to swap to Soul Reaper? Sorry, I don't think so. At least not for Mythic Plus. It could be an option for us in Raid, but I don't think you're going to swap away from runic from Empower Rune Weapon for Soul Reaper in Mythic Plus. But you never know, could happen. It's very direct tier set, right? Heart Strike is going to apply Ashen Decay. Now this is going to be incredibly important that when you get your Heart Strike Ashen Decay proc, that you are in D&D to hit all 5 targets that this could possibly hit. Very important for that to happen. Little side note there, has to be said, but you're going to be getting those big 2-minute windows with slappy hands where just everything has a 20% increased damage bonus. Is this going to change any talents? Most likely not. I don't see. I've been testing with Bloodshot, and dude, the Bloodshot interaction with this is just really good. Not to mention Bloodshot is also very good, and Umbilicus Eternus is quickly falling out of favor. So that's kind of something that we're going to be looking at there. But all in all, you're not really going to be changing much about your talents to be able to make this work. Are you going to want to break your tier set the moment that you start getting the other ones? Yes, I honestly think that the 10% strength gain when you vamp Blood, while good, you're going to want that Ashen Decay. You're going to want the 20% extra damage proc and things like that along the way. Mathematically, I think they're close to being the same, but you can just break it and be fine and not have a single problem along the way there. Because the real juice of the 10.1 tier set is the Heart Strike and Blood Boil deal 20% increased damage. That's the real big one. The Vamp Strength, 10% extra strength, is incredibly nice, but is not the meat of kind of everything that's there, right? So you can feel free and just start swapping over as soon as you can break your 2-piece for another 2-piece and still be more than fine. In fact, you'll be dealing a lot of damage. You will notice the increased damage, which is really nice. This is a tier set that just rewards proper blood rotation and play, and you're going to see a nice big bonus here when it comes down to everything. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot to talk about here. There's no big intricacies or synergies or anything crazy. Consume runic power, hit death strike, keep yourself alive, get big blood shields, do more damage because of it. All around just solid. It doesn't need... This is just proof that it doesn't need to be complex. It can stay simple and still be really strong and really effective, which is really nice to see. If you're a Blood DK, you are in you're very happy going into 10.2. You're getting access to a legendary, which you are going to be the only tank with said legendary. You're getting access to a really good offensive tier set because defensively, Blood doesn't need a whole lot. Blood is in a very good spot defensively, right? As long as something doesn't global you, you're fine. You can just death strike yourself right back up. And now we're getting more access to more secondaries, because right now we're hitting a lot. You know, we've hit our haste caps pretty easily. We're getting access to more crit, more burst, more mastery. We're just getting access to everything. So we are going to be just absolute juggernauts. So to see an offensive tier set for Blood this season versus the defensive tier set that we mostly seen last season from the Vamp Blood and all of that, really, really juicy. Really, really nice to see. Good time to be a Blood DK. Let me know what you guys think. Have yourselves a good one. Happy tanking. Bye.